It took me 7 months to get a leukemia test, and I found out 2 days later that I had hairy cell leukemia. Hi, I'm Sarah Jane Hayes. I was diagnosed with hairy cell leukemia in May 2018. I started off being ill quite a bit with various infections. I had tonsillitis on and off, various urinary tract infections, nosebleeds. I was getting eye infections. I had quite a lot of bruising on my legs, which were quite random. I hadn't hit anything or knocked anything, so I was suspicious about the bruising. Aching, deep bone pain in my legs, a lot of aching joints, and I felt like I was 90. Generally quite poorly and just picking up infections very easily. I went to my GP and I asked for a blood test and said that I was feeling really lethargic. So I had a blood test. It came back that my platelets were quite low. So I had various other tests after that, found out that I was anemic. Also had low vitamin D, low calcium levels. So they put me on some medication, some antibiotics, but this carried on for quite a while. I asked for a leukemia test because I looked at all my symptoms and I thought it could possibly be that, but I was told I didn't fit the criteria. I had a look at the NHS website. Obviously, when you're looking through the internet, you always see the worst case scenario. But when I read up about leukemia, I ticked just about every box. I started looking on a lot of leukemia websites and seeing what information they had on those, which was more in depth, and that looking at those had us more convinced that it was actually leukemia that I had. Leukemia Care was the main one that I looked at in the UK. There's a couple of other blood cancer sites which are more generalised, which I looked at, and also looked at a lot of American sites as well. When my haematologist decided he was going to give us the test, I was booked in within a couple of days for a bone marrow biopsy. That was the only way that I could actually get my diagnosis. I seriously started to think that it was all in my head. So when I got my diagnosis, I was relieved, and then after that, it kicked in that it was going to be a long, scary road ahead, and I was very frightened.